What's going on? I'm gonna bring you guys some very interesting news. Now, CNG is a popular YouTuber. Now, she's always has pretty much a male bashing YouTube channel where she's always talking about dusty beta males and men that have multiple kids and women who get knocked up by them. And apparently, looks like she's knocked up by Robert Perkins. Now, Robert Perkins is a popular YouTube. Both of them talk about issues in our communities. They always talk about white supremacy, this, that, and the other. However, looks like CNG is knocked up by Robert Perkins. I'm going to bring you guys his video. I'm going to bring you guys her video. I'm going to bring you guys the woman who exposed all of this as well. I want to bring you guys, her name is Star Cookie. This is the video here. This is the tweet. She went on Twitter and exposed all CNG's Twitter, and Robert Perkins or Cynthia G ain't denying this. I'm going to show you guys. What's up, y'all? What's up? I'm going to show you guys her own girl tweets. Here go own girl tweets right here. She's saying Rob said mostly cares about the baby being healthy and that it would have been a boy, but he decided that he didn't want to come because of how I talked about black men. He cracked himself up with that one. So these are the tweets right here. I got the video of her. I'm going to bring you guys that. I'm going to bring you guys her video of what she got to say.
Has decided to do with themselves. Now, you know, in situations like this, I've been listening to what people had to say. Everybody has, come out and told me I'm a deadbeat, I'm not really worried because it doesn't seem like people are mad that Cynthia was ever pregnant, ever before. They're mad or exposing the fact that it was with me.
So he addressed it last night, came out, said, it's pretty much true. And I'm going to bring you guys her video. Now, question we're going to ask is, just because if you have several kids, does that make you a deadbeat? And I'm going to address that. Now, to me, it does not. That doesn't make him a deadbeat. If she's going to be number 6. She's going to be baby mama number 5. 6 kids, baby mama number 5. And you guys know I talk about this issue in our communities. However, if he's a good father and taking care of those children, that's a different story. That's a different story. But CNG got a male bashing channel where she talks about strictly beta males. And I even did a video about a lot of women come out and talk about the men they hate, this, that, and the other, and who they get pregnant by. The exact men that they talk about on a regular basis. So I'm going to bring y'all guys what she had to say, what he had to say, and the woman who allegedly exposed all this. And I'm going to show you guys, I got her channel too. Matter of fact, this is, that's supposed to be her allegedly. Now, I don't know. Somebody else did a video saying that that's her. I'm going to show you guys all that. This is Donna Watch.
So these are text messages that were months ago. That's just the reality about it, of what it is. Paul Grace, when I was listening to the Obsidian live stream this morning, he claims he has damning evidence against you about being pregnant by Robert. I don't believe that. I support you. Well, the thing of it is these text messages and things was put out and was disclosed to this person months ago. I have not spoken to her in since.
All right. So first, y'all, I'm gonna bring on girl Star Cookie's tweets, and apparently they're friends. CNG and on girl are friends, Star Cookie, and they were going back with Texas, and she was confiding in on girl. Man, females, boy, y'all are something else. Straight up with turning on each other, man. I think men are more loyal, but men gossip like women too, man. So I'm gonna bring you guys the tweets. Here they go right here. On girl Star Cookie. She's saying that on girl kind of released the tweets. I mean the text messages. Here go the texts right here. So she said, I did, and he's been very dramatic, so I'm not talking to him. What do you mean dramatic? He's talking about he's traumatized and didn't want the kid. His dumb reaction is enough to make me vomit. With all this nausea, I'm so sick of almost all the time. Pregnancy can be very scary, especially if you did not plan it. And this is apparently Sin G's with on girls tweets here. I mean a text. And on girl released a text via Twitter. Yeah, this is real. This is actually what. Then go back to the Dusty Beta males enabling black women that defend the bullshit. I just can't. It's just sad at this point. I refuse to let the hopelessness dummies run my life. So this is the girl that exposed her. Unless hidden whole pregnancy. Yeah, that's true. I won't be hidden for much longer. I'm sure especially the baby looks like him. Which many ways it sure will. So they was going to try to hide this. This is the Twitter page here. She released everything. She's saying that CNG exposed her. She's saying, you bitches have played with me far too long. I've let a lot of shit slide. I got on social media to my life and will go on to do after. Now a lot of people saying, yo, they baby gonna be super militant. This is the one of the ultrasound. This is supposed to be the tweet right here. I mean the text message from saying G to own girl. On girl, here go the tweet right. I mean a text message. She released it. Saying G allegedly sent her a Twitter message saying Geminis could be hood radish. I hope they move too. One of my sisters is moving to North Carolina, which Rob stays 4 hours away from her. This is it. What's up? What's going on? So yeah, I'm gonna bring you guys what CNG had to say, and I'm gonna bring you guys what Robert Perkins. Let me bring you guys what Robert Perkins said.
Already got 4 baby mamas. There's no way he takes care of his kids. He's a deadbeat. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada.
So what do you guys think? 4 baby mamas. 4 baby mamas. This is gonna be number 5. 6 children. Now that's very hard to do. That brother should have wrapped that up, man. He should have been more careful. He should have been. You guys know I talk about this very issue all the time. Biggest problem in our community is children growing up with no fathers, and I take that very seriously. This brother should have been trying to wrap it up. Both of them should have been a little bit more careful knowing the situation he's in. She's super young. She ain't but like 34, 35. But if he's a good father, what do you guys think? I think that if he's a good father, then you know, hats off to him. You know, both of them should be able to take care of that child, take care of the children. I'm gonna just bring you guys what she had to say. Yeah, you say no way. Right, I think that, man, a lot of people think that even if it's just financially, you got to be there for moral support, to walk them to school, to wake them up when they sick, to be in that household. Yeah, 6 kids and then 5 different baby mamas. Even if he was rich, if 3 of them put him on child support, that's it. That's it. Yeah, and let me tell you something. He didn't even address, at first he wasn't even addressing the situation. He ain't say nothing about her. But how can you take care of 6 kids? Even if you average household income, even above average household income, because you got to be there. Financially, even if you are rich, financially ain't enough. That ain't enough. You got to be in that child's life every day. But a lot of people saying the hypocrisy. She goes in on Dusty Beta males all day, every day. All you see on her page is men that have children with different women. Men that sleep around, this, that, and the other. Now, this is supposed to be the girl right there. that exposed and brought it out. This CNG page right here. And so she deleted the video. I'm going to bring you guys this CNG page right here. And so she made a video which I got and which she deleted. Not deleted, but she made it I'm gonna play her video.
At the very early December. So right now she doesn't know anything about my current relationship. She's putting out stuff that happened months ago. However, the thing of it is for me, even if somebody's going to take something and take bits and pieces of conversation and use it to frame a certain narrative, the reality of it is this is a woman that I confided in. This was a woman that was supposed to be my friend. Okay? That's just a reality of what it is. It was supposed to be a person that was my friend. I confided in way too much. I trusted way too much. That's just a reality of what it is. I did not know that she had any intent of coming out and putting out personal conversations, and I don't know what's motivating it, to be honest. I really don't know what's motivating it. And now they are attacking a man that they don't even know and calling him a dusty beta male and calling me a hypocrite based on a situation that they really know nothing about.
Hey, she defended her man.
Sandra said, I think I know who it is, and I never thought she would do something like that because she was so likable.
Yeah, Robert Perkins. Robert Perkins got 5 kids, 4 different baby mamas. CNG will make 5 baby mamas, 6 kids. Yeah, that's why everybody calling her a hypocrite. She talks about dusty beta males with multiple baby mamas. Don't even want to be with them. They just screwing. Come on. That's what we looking at. And I talk about that all the time on my channel.
Neither did I. Neither did I. But you have people talking about my personal relationship and asserting that I sought out to find a man to just go get pregnant by. So now you have a lot of people out here who are making videos and making assumptions about my relationship, like I said, with a man who they don't even know. And so what I regret is disclosing personal information to this woman and thinking that she was my friend when she was clearly not. That is what I regret. And I regret that extensively because now my personal information is circulating around YouTube among people who wanted to find something on me that they could try and discredit me for and call me a hypocrite and all these. It just makes no sense. Well, it makes sense to me. This is just who they are.
So if y'all remember, hypocrisy was when Phil from the Vice Show, he made countless videos about you should be dating inside your waist, black women should be dating black men should be dating black women, and went in on people. Come to find out, his wife wasn't even black. And she did a video about that. I'm going to bring y'all what he had to say. I'm going to bring y'all everything what they had to say.
This is what I'm hearing. Now, the issue I'm having is that these people don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to people say, well, I never seen the brother. I don't know the brother, but if he got 5 kids and 4 baby mamas, he must be a Pookie or Ray Ray or Rodney or, you know, this type of information. This type of information is what people are wanting to run with. Now, I do have 5 children. I do have 4 children's mothers. This is real. But the rest of the shit everybody's saying is not real shit. So I'm here to clarify the shit that's being said that's not real shit. As far as who I am as a person. Now, I'm looking at whole full-blown live streams that are going on for hours and hours. Everybody going ham. Everybody talking about I'm some type of coon, I'm some type of deadbeat, I'm the most raggediest, dustiest nigga on YouTube. There's no way I can raise 5 kids. Now, what black people are used to is dysfunction. And they're really loving this salacious, conversation that's had because they want to get at her. They're used to dysfunction. So they don't believe there's any way possible, that I can raise children. I can be in my kids' life actively. I'm up at the schools. I'm taking my children to school. They stay with me. I'm not just no weekend dad. My kids with me through the week. This is what we do. I wake up in the morning and take my kids to school. They mama can go to goddamn Hawaii for 3 weeks. My kids be with me. The kids stay with me all summer. People are used to, the dysfunction. So there's no way a man can functionally be there for his kids in this situation. That's very far from the truth. Y'all are judging me based on your situation.
Yo, neither one of them denied it. Both of them are saying, hey, this is what it is. Ain't neither one of them denying it. I'm going to bring you both of them. Both of them address it. She addressed it too.
In a while. So she wouldn't know, she wouldn't be able to validate if I was still pregnant or not. Yes. She would not be able to do that. Because again, I have not spoken to her. But I would not lie and say the text messages and the stuff that she's showing is not true. Because it is. And those things that are things that I've said, I said them in a certain context. That context is not being shown. Of course, because when people want to show a certain narrative, they're going to show a certain narrative. So I'm being told that I'm a hypocrite. I'm being told that I somehow chose a man who is a dusty beta male. I understand that I said certain things and messages out of anger. And like I said, I don't have a choice but to take responsibility for that because I did say certain things. Now, do I think this man as a beta male? Absolutely not.
Yeah, you know what? And just because he does have 4 kids, people will hate him, Rob. Hey, just because he does have 5 kids, 6 kids, or whatever, 5 kids now, 4 baby mamas, doesn't make him a deadbeat. As long as he's taking care of those children and being in those child's life now, it is damn near close to impossible. 5 baby mamas, 5 different households. That's a lot, brother. You should have been trying to wrap that up. Guys are thinking about... and I got respect for both of them. Both of them stick up for our communities and point out blatant racism and stuff that's going on in the communities. One of the things why I even created the platform, this particular platform, is because of everybody's scared of talking about the biggest issue in our communities. And our children are growing up with no fathers. 87% of the inmates come up from where? Single parent households. No, Rob just said it himself. Rob just said he already got 4 baby mamas, 5 kids. If y'all didn't hear it right here, he already said.
I've been listening to what people had to say. Everybody has, come out and told me I'm a deadbeat. I'm not really worthy because it doesn't seem like people are mad that Cynthia was ever pregnant. Ever before. They're mad or exposing the fact that it was with me. That's the issue that people are having. I already got 5 kids. I already got 4 baby mamas. There's no way he takes care of his kids. He's a deadbeat, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. This is what I'm hearing. Now, the issue I'm having is that these people don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to people say, well, I never seen the brother. I don't know the brother, but...
You know what I'm hearing from a lot of people? A lot of people is just like, yo, we need to start practicing polygamy in our communities. Because somebody was saying that, man, women sleeping with the same man. We might as well start polygamy in our community.
Now, I do have 5 children. I do have 4 children's mothers. This is real. But the rest of the shit everybody's saying is not real shit. So I'm here to clarify the shit that's being said that's not real shit. As far as who I am as a person. Now, I'm looking at whole full-blown live streams that are going on for hours and hours. Everybody going ham. Everybody talking about I'm some type of coon, I'm some type of deadbeat, I'm the most raggediest, dustiest nigga on YouTube. There's no way I can raise 5 kids. Now, what black people are used to is dysfunction. And they're really loving this salacious, conversation that's had because they want to get it hurt. They're used to dysfunction. So they don't believe there's any way possible, that I can raise children. I can be in my kids' life actively. I'm up at the schools. I'm taking my children to school. They stay with me. I'm not just no weekend dad. My kids with me through the week. This is what we do. I wake up in the morning and take my kids to school. They mama can go to goddamn Hawaii for 3 weeks. My kids be with me. The kids stay with me all summer. People are used to, the dysfunction. So there's no way a man can functionally be there for his kids in this situation. That's very far from the truth. Y'all are judging me based on your situation that you may be in, or based on a situation that you may have heard of before, that somebody else may be going through. And my heart goes out to the brothers that got children's moms who aren't vested in the actual functional upbringing of their children. My heart goes out to those brothers. I know shit's real. Motherfuckers is claiming I'm all up on in the child support court. No, I'm not. So y'all saying stuff based on the situations that you understand. I got black men telling me that because I wear my hat backwards and I got some tattoos, that I'm just a piece of shit ass black man. I'm not being exposed for having a kid that I don't take care of. I'm not being exposed for stealing money from the black community on false pretenses. Motherfuckers is just hearing how many kids I got, how many kids' moms I got, and they're automatically judging me based on that. I got tattoos. I got people still want to, try to discredit me by calling me the nigga with the tattoos, and I hadn't been the nigga with the tattoos in years. Nobody knows who I am as a father. Here's what I know. Is that when I go to these schools, to these PTA meetings, to my kids' award ceremonies, there aren't many black fathers up there.
Hey,
I'm up there.
Hey, that is real. That's real, man. Wherever you go, when you go to your children's or your child's school, as a man, I do notice that. Ain't no fathers there. You know what I'm saying? If it's, let me tell y'all something. If it's 30 white parents and then 30 black parents, you're going to see out of those 30 black parents, you're going to see 29 mothers and no fathers. Maybe one father. And he says that. However, I'm going to let CNG.
I meet him and then within 3 months decide and plan to be pregnant by him. Absolutely not. I certainly didn't do that.
But you know what, too, man? They definitely should have been more careful. They live in 2 separate states. I think he's staying like North Carolina. She's staying like Washington State. That make it damn near pretty much impossible to take care of that child, especially when they're little. You got to wake up in the middle of the night all day. When they're sick, go to the hospital, all types of stuff.
Message where obviously I did talk about some conversations that we had, and I did say that we had a conversation about that, and that's because I met him and spoke to him and learned that he was a very intelligent man. I liked his character. I still like his character. That's just the reality of what it is. I do not quantify him by the amount of children he has or the amount of women that he has them by, because quite frankly, he is the most active father I've ever seen in my life. I've never met a man who was I've never met one who was more active or involved. I never met one who would do anything to make sure he's there to support his children. That's just the reality of what it is. And so if people are quantifying somebody in a dusty beta male based on how many children they have with how many people, then they're going to call him a dusty beta male because they don't care about anything. They care about the fact that this man has children by more than one woman. So that's why they're quantifying him as a dusty beta male. I don't think he's a dusty beta male. I don't I never saw him as a Dusty Beta male. Again, like I said, this is a hardworking man who does whatever it takes for his children. Since I've been talking to him, has he inspired me to make personal changes? Absolutely. That's just the reality of what it is. He has. He is very intelligent and has inspired me to make certain personal changes. Whether people see those changes or not doesn't negate the fact that he has, and that's why I continue dealing with him. And that's why I will continue to talk to him, because he is a good man.
You got no choice now. You know what? Yeah, and I say that all the time. I do. That's one of the things. If now both of them got pro-black platforms, and there's a lot of other pro-black platforms. And something I say on this channel is nobody addresses the real issues about no fathers in the community. Everybody has a pro-black platform, but scared to tell the real problem and never talk solutions. And one of the biggest solutions is that we got to give these children fathers. We got to give these children fathers. These children, if you look up every negative stat share the exact same common denominator, and that is that they come from a single parent household. Now, am I calling him a deadbeat? No, I mean, I got much respect for the brother. He take care of his children. But can you take care of 6 children with 5 different baby mamas effectively? If they lived in the household, yes. If they live in different states, absolutely not. So we got to be more careful in that aspect. I'm going to let her continue addressing this.
That's just the reality. I don't sum him up by the children he has. To me, a Dusty Beta male would be a man who creates a bunch of children that he is not taking care of. 60 ounces singing for food, grown woman is your business. Yeah, it is my business, but because of me confiding and discussing and disclosing personal information to a person that I thought was my friend, now my business is all over YouTube and is being made YouTube fodder for people. The answer said, are you happy? I am. But the reality of it is this, I still have people coming out here calling me a hypocrite, saying that I chose to get pregnant by a man that's a Dusty Beta male like the one I talked to, and that's just not true. Taylor said, am I happy? Happy, absolutely. But I did. I said some things out of anger, and these are the things that she's showing. When people get mad, they say things out of anger, and I am not exempt from that. And I sit here and I've spoken to and confided in a woman that, like I said, I thought was my friend, and she chose to take a confidential conversation, and she chose to make them public for the reasons of deciding to make me look like what did she call me, a hood rat, and somebody who just chose to run out and what I'm being told is what it was, although, like I said, she does not know.
And I said that a lot of times too. A lot of times women go in about these horrible men in the community, and who they get knocked up and have 3 and 4, 5 different children with? Those horrible men in the community.
But there aren't many black fathers up there. I don't get on here and, try to blast black fathers or judge black men based on it. I know I'm there. Regardless if I got 5, I make it work. Because it takes work. I'm not going to sit here and say it's easy, but my kids' moms aren't sitting around trying to kill each other. They ain't sitting around hating me. Y'all used to that. That's what y'all are accustomed to. That's not the situation that I'm in. So I would much rather people not judge me based on the dysfunctional situation that you're in, because there is nobody that can say that I don't take care of my children. There isn't even anybody that can say that I'm not there for my kids. I'm being told that, black men that are actually in homes, there are black men that are in homes that are not active with their children. I hear this from black moms all the time. They there. They married. But they not doing nothing but watching ESPN and going to work. Mama gotta do everything with the kids. Ain't no changing diapers, helping with the baby. Like the kids just there. The kids are just there. They in the household, but the father isn't actively doing anything but being there and maybe busting a little ass sometime, busting a little ass sometime if the kids get out of line. But typically, even within the household, the father is not being as active as he should be to give the mom a break. Even in the household. I'm being told I can't make it work. I'm being told that I live in a goddamn one-bedroom apartment. I'm being told that I'm broke, I'm poor, I'm being told all of that based on something that y'all don't even know what the fuck going on. Y'all just took some information and ran with it.
No, it's six children, 5 different babies. Seeing G, he already got 5 kids, 4 different baby mamas. Seeing G is gonna be 6 baby mama. Child number 6, 5 baby mamas. It'll be very difficult for him. He could do it, but it will be very difficult. Because I believe in it. Let me tell you something. If we can't give our children what they need in this lifetime, we need to go ahead and get our children set up with houses. We need to stop renting. And I try to talk solutions on this channel. I try to talk solutions on how to get out the mess we in. How do we provide for our children to be better? For one, we got to stop renting. We buying 60-inch big screen TVs, and we still renting, and we can't pass our children down a damn dime. We don't have any stocks and bonds. We don't have any life insurance for our children. So if you got 6 children, you got to pass them down real estate, businesses, stocks and bonds. You got to set them up for success, and we are setting our children up for failure. We're setting our children up for failure. One thing I do talk about on this channel is why I dislike the welfare system and the child support system. What does the welfare system do? It rewards bad behavior. If you run out, lay down with a cat with no crib, no car, career, 8 different kids, oh, okay, it's cool. We'll just pay you a new house, food, everything. It enables horrible decision making. But once you take out all those incentives, now them 2 probably don't need it. Both of them got very successful YouTube channels. They probably getting hit and probably work. So I'm not talking about them far as with welfare, but I'm talking about in the black community. What does welfare hinder? It hinders, it's a safety net. I asked people, and I did a documentary. If you guys watch the Chicago Way documentary, every other country in the world that does not have welfare doesn't have this problem. The average woman nowadays got 2, 3, 4 different baby daddies, and all of them are deadbeats. Complete deadbeats. People have one child and they don't take care of. Yeah.
So what is going on within the relationship right now, because I haven't spoken to her in months. So the stuff that you guys have seen and that you may see, these are things that are not recent. These took place in probably about October, November, and some discussions that, again, like I said, I had with this woman because she was supposed to be my friend. She was supposed to have been my friend for the past 2 years, possibly more. That's just a reality. Never seen if she's pregnant. I'm not mad because I wasn't invited to the shower. Cynthia, I thought we were closer than that. Well, it is. Pure said that she started off as a subscriber on and improve. At first, there was some notion about me being with a white man and being married to a white man. And now, because it's not a white man, they'll choose to go in on whatever avenues that they can. And that's just a reality because they're not, because the thing of it is again, if a group of people don't like me, then they're going to believe what they want to believe. They'll take one and turn it into what they can. That's what they'll do. Irene says you should not have to be on guard about the people you trust. This is her fault, and only speak to the person she is, not the choices you make. Yeah, and that's true, but I still disclose. I still talk to her. I still confided into her. I still, said things about someone out of anger that I wish I wouldn't have said to her. That's and I don't have a problem taking taking accountability for that. I don't have a problem taking accountability for that at all. Penny said, "Sam, if you're happy, I'm happy." What I do, saying always be on guard of who you let in your circle. Yeah, and I'm learning that, and it's a hard lesson to learn, but it's one that I'm learning. It's definitely a lesson that I'm learning, and I will continue to learn things. Now, as far as the stuff that they're saying, or why is she talking about beta males and all these other things, I've never, since I've been on YouTube, said all men were beta males. But I can see why they would ask that question. Of course, not knowing who this man is and not knowing him as a person and making him the sum of certain.
So, you know what? Yeah, right. She got to understand she's in the public eye. Once you make videos about men, people will expect. And you can't trust anyone. Especially with the ranking Sing G got on YouTube. She definitely can't just trust anyone and confide in anyone. Yeah, people are awful. And that wasn't a friend. And, you got to understand what's a difference between a friend and associate. On girl was just associate, and she shouldn't have been confining it on girl. And of course, her secret is out. Of course, I mean, look at it. And so, in these days and age, and men or women, you can't trust a soul. Somebody said that child is gonna be super militant. And they all made videos about Phil from the Vice show swirling, and the hypocrisy behind that.
That's what y'all did. That's what y'all are actively doing. Without knowing exactly what's going on right now. Nobody knows what's going on right now. All people can do is speculate. Want me to come in here and tell my personal business to make y'all feel better. I won't be doing that. Daddy never did that. None of y'all know who my kids' moms are. You just know I got kids' moms. I never hid that from anybody. Never did anything like that. But I'm not going to come on here and I'm supposed to tell y'all my business because I owe y'all something. Motherfuckers don't support me. I don't get on here and make a living on fucking YouTube. Don't nobody support me. That's not what's going on. Motherfuckers judging me based on tattoos. These supposed to be pro-black conscious motherfuckers. They telling me that because I got tattoos and I wear my hat backwards sometime, then, somehow I don't deserve respect, regardless of the fact that I'm a very active father. I don't deserve the respect based on the fact that I have children with multiple women. I don't deserve any respect. This is the same logic that the white man will have for shooting your ass in the motherfucking street. That was a Pookie ass nigga. That was a Ray Ray ass nigga. He was not detrimental to society. He had tattoos. He had a hat on. Same thing that these motherfuckers say. Same exact thing. This is what would-be conscious black men are saying about me. They don't watch my content. They don't hear anything I'm saying.
And I simply don't think that that's the case. Again, to me, it would be more. I don't see what the difference would be if it was one man with one kid who chose not to take care of him, who wasn't a good father, who didn't want to do whatever it takes to make sure they're in their children's life, and who wants to raise their children to be the best people that they can be. And that is a father that I think a lot of people should want. And it wouldn't make me feel any type of way to know that my child would have that type of father. We would have a father that would be of a pro-Black mind, who would want to teach them to be the best that they can be. That wouldn't be anything that would be of shame to me. But what I am ashamed about is the fact that I confided in someone who is now putting my personal information all over the place. That's what I am worried. I am ashamed of that.
He got the comments blocked. I ain't mad at you. I don't blame you.
I said we are human. We all speak out of frustration. Yeah, well, we do, and I did that, and that is what I did. And again, as a person, I don't not take accountability for what I've done. I mean, I think to them, the context of the messages doesn't matter. And again, I understand that it's not gonna matter what I say to people who don't like it, or people who want to have a reason to drag me. It's not gonna matter what I say. It's not gonna matter what I explain. It's not gonna matter what context I put things in. And I understand that. I understand that. And I also understand that I confided in the wrong person, I trusted in the wrong person, I vented to the wrong person, and now I'm suffering the consequences of that. I realize I'm suffering the consequences of that, and I realize that my words have given her ammunition to run with her narrative.
Yeah, that's pretty much. And you know what? She's always been the controversy of, she talks about, talks about white supremacy, and everybody calls her a hypocrite because how do you want to look? I think black women are amazingly beautiful, natural. Now, once she wears the little scarf on her head, she is not an ugly sister. She is a pretty woman. She's definitely a pretty woman, but I ain't said, did he pull a weave off? Hey, somebody was in his comments like, yo, how does she look? Is she thick? Is she what? Because she's never. But you know what? If y'all notice, all of her videos, she's always, matter of fact, she got just her picture like that up here. She got just her picture. She's been hiding herself for the longest lately. She's been hiding herself. And so she has not been.
It was my words that did that. And like I said, as a grown woman, I don't have a problem taking responsibility for that. I don't. I know I have to take responsibility for the fact that people are calling me a hypocrite based on a man that they know nothing about. Based on an interaction with a man that they know nothing about. And I do understand that there's also a lot of lies being told, like for somebody to try to paint me as a promiscuous hood rat and someone who was just scouring the YouTube streets for any man to be with is just trash to me. It really is.
So what do you guys think? Do we know enough? We know he got 5 baby. Well, she'll be number 5, allegedly, and he already got. And they're not denying it. They're not denying it. Old girl showing text messages, proof, and it looks that way. I wanted to bring you guys on what both of them saying. And so at the same time, if he could take care of those children, more power to him. But 5 baby mamas, dang, you got 5 personalities. Trust and believe, that's a lot. That's, y'all better than me. Y'all are much better than me. But I wanted to address this because, on these channels, where you're trying to better the community, we got to actually just come out and say it. all down my Facebook timeline, all I see is everybody sugarcoat the problem. We want to definitely point the finger at what the problem is. And I say, hey, we need to start taking accountabilities and pull ourselves up first. And the first thing we need to do for these children and our next generation is give them good fathers. Because these children cannot, dogs, cats, lions, tigers, and bears, and figure this out, children cannot be a man without a father in that child's life to teach them how to be a man. Why do we have so much killing in our community? Why do we have so much dysfunction in our community? And it comes back to the home. And we got 73 to 90% of our homes absolutely broken. Most of our children won't know who their fathers are. And a lot of these activists want to wait until the child is 15 and try to say, hey, let's give them a center somewhere to play basketball and mentor a center. But at 15 it's too late if they grew up without a father. They already traumatized. They already killers at that age. They already high school dropouts at that age. They already a teen pregnancy and statistic at that age. It's too late. We have to stop it before it happens. And where do we stop it? At these horrible decision makings we make coming out of our community by having children with cats. And somebody was on another channel saying, dang, women having children with the same man. And I said the same thing. A lot of the women that bash men that say dusty beta males, and then you go out and get pregnant. But I don't consider him a dusty beta male. I got respect for both of them. They both speak up on the community's behalf at least. But, brother, you should have wrapped that up. You fertile, brother. You 5, 6 kids. My
videos have been about black parents being parents regardless of the situation. Anybody that watch my videos knows that. That's what I talk about. I get on here and, and that's all I talk about. I told y'all that's what I would be talking about, and that's what I've been talking about. Black parents being parents to their kids without all the fucking toxic bullshit ass hate they have towards each other, without all the bullshit, just being parents to their children. That's it. That's all. That's what my channel is doing. I'm talking to black parents. That's it. We talk about how we teach our kids how to recognize propaganda. Teach our kids to love themselves. Teach our kids not to cower to other white people out here. That's what my channel is about. Those are the conversations we have over here. But motherfuckers want to make it seem like that's not happening. I don't even know who he is, but then here comes a whole diatribe of who they think I am. What my situation must be.
Yeah, and I say that. A lot of activists want to wait until these children are 15 and 16 and say, hey, let's try to save them. It's too late. And then a lot of people grab the little boys and try to mentor them in high school. But however, I say mentor the little girls first. Because if they get pregnant by an ain't-ish dude that got 20, 30 kids because he's 6'7", lay it down, whatever the hell the case, then he run off. Then now that child is growing up without a father. So these little girls need to be mentored as well. Little girls need to be mentored, if not more, because it starts with the woman for the most part. Because a lot of women are saying, hey, what about these men that have their pants hanging down and out here knocking up all these women? Well, let's talk about his upbringing, his mother. And I did a video about Cardi B out there twerking and out there busting it wide open and giving a whole challenge to the whole world. Women need to get out there stripping and twerking and promiscuous. That destroys the community, because now you got to send your children to school with other children that have no fathers, and they're angry and in poverty, and Damage to the brain is damage to the brain, whether it's from stress, poverty, racism, whatever. Stress to the brain. And when you grow up with no father and in poverty, what do you think you're going to act out in school? What do you think you're going to act out in the streets? And then now you become that statistic. So my answer to the little boys who, I did a video about twerking, about Cardi B twerking and promiscuous, all down my Facebook timeline. Women, and it's so disheartening to see my sisters out there like this. One sister was saying, all I want is somebody to let everybody know I got some good P-U-S-S-Y. And this is a female. And it's just heart-wrenching. This little girl right here is going to say, I want to be a stripper. She said, I want to be a stripper. I want to be a stripper. Did y'all hear that? The little girl said, I want to be a stripper. This is... No, I'm not going to show that. I'm not going to show it. I don't even want to hear what YouTube got to say. But however, I'm going to bring you guys some of the text messages, not the text messages, but some of the Facebook posts I see all down my timeline. I'm getting. Oh wait, here it is. I did. There you go. Facebook posts. All down my timeline on Facebook, all I see is this stuff like this. At my funeral, I want somebody to pick up the mic and say she has some good P-U-S-S-Y. This girl is a mother. I got so many down my Facebook timelines. Mothers! When they 12, girl got a son like 10 years old that posted that. There's another sister who just said, kiss my ASS Friday, thongs on, bent over, got a 24-year-old son. If any of my partners in high school, mothers was on Facebook talking about what they sucked and who they want to suck, tell me I'm lying. Every person on this live can tell you all down Facebook, what do you see? All on Instagram, what do you see? Mothers with children will post a picture of their child, 12, 13, 14 years old, and post a ass pic. And then say who they want to suck, where they want to suck it, and who they go. There was a sister that went live with her sons and her daughters bumping a Cardi B song, talking about who they want to suck, when they want to suck it, and how they want to suck it, and how good they suck it. So imagine these children, the next generation. Understand what this next generation is going to be. You think this generation is horrible. Understand where we're going. We're the only race going completely backwards. Completely backwards. And everybody's scared to talk about it. All down my timeline I see people talking about what's the problem. Can't figure out what the problem is. Don't know what the problem is. What is the problem? Why are our children horrible? Comes back to our home. Comes back to not being able to take care of these children, not being in your children's life. And parenting is very serious. You got to be there every step. You got to be there to play with them. You got to be there when they're sick, when they're sad, when they're happy, when they wake up, when they go to sleep, when they go to school, when they come from school. Somebody bullying them, somebody, talking bad to them. Take them to daycare, pick them up from daycare. Yeah, we ignore the problem. We love playing victim. And that's why I talk about a lot of these pro-black channels never talk about, for one, the real issue. And people like listening to sugar-coated down solutions. And people hate when I talk about the real problem and the real solution. Yeah, the hip-hop culture is absolutely awful. We definitely need to get rid of that hip-hop, I'ma kill you, shoot you, stab your mother, sleep with 50 women, get 30 women pregnant, leave your child, Today's standard for men is so low. A lot of men think they actually doing something by, if it's even just child support is not enough. Just child support ain't enough. Ain't enough. You got to be there with your child every day, all day. You got to be there to pick them up, drop them off, hug them, show them love, teach them about the world, teach them how to save money. Our children know absolutely nothing about starting a business. Know absolutely nothing about 401ks, stocks and bonds, buying homes as opposed to renting, investment, real estate, life insurance. Most of our children will be passed down absolutely nothing. Their children, everybody else's children, will be passed down businesses, real estate, stocks and bonds. Meantime, between time, this is why there's a friend of mine talking about, you know, he wanted to teach some guys that just got out of jail about Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X, this, that, and the other. And one of the young brothers out of jail told him, hey, man, look here, I don't want to hear about that right now. I just got out of jail. I want to hear about how to make some money, man. I don't want to hear about the past. I want to hear about the future. And that's what I'm telling people. Look here, man, teach your children about the future. Don't get me wrong. Teach them about their past, no question, so history does not repeat itself. However, we also must teach about the future. And that's what I'm telling you. A lot of these channels talk about the past, the problem, but nothing about the solution. Do you think about hip-hop culture? He's not the president. You know, hip-hop culture is something that we must address, definitely. I was on Tiny Chat. It's a webcam site. BW site. I can't wait to meet a good man so she can swallow. Her daughter was standing next to her. I see that all the time. I see that, man. I got friends. I got just random women out of groups talking about who they want to do. Matter of fact, every day down my Facebook timeline is something about women. Talking about who they want to suck, where they want to suck it, when they want to suck it. And got pictures of their sons and daughters right there on their Facebook page. And this is cute. Women, butt out, breast out, half naked, cut off skirts. Then have the nerve to make another post about what's the problem in our community. And this is why I speak up on it, because nobody is willing to talk about it. This is why I talk about it. I wanted to bring you guys both sides, you know, CNG and him, on everything they both had to say. Neither one of them are denying it. So, you know, at this point, I want to bring you what they had to say. That's what it is. However, you know, as long as he could be there for his child, his children, but 2 different states, it's going to be pretty hard, brother. Y'all definitely should have been trying to be just a little bit more, you know, careful, especially that overstate type of thing. But anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, let me know what you think about this video. Peace, y'all. Peace.